Surprise!
I'm back. I'm back. Round 2 today. We're in the same shirt and everything.
I know Teresa says I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing. I'm like, yeah, it's not like you haven't created once already today.
This one's probably not going to be as in-depth as that one.
That's okay. Hello, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Laurel. Hi, Cheryl. Oh, my goodness. So
it's fun to hang out with you, Teri. We haven't gotten to do this very often, so I'm glad to be on here with you.
So I was going to tell you, because, the thumbnail.
Yeah.
I had to go so far back to find our thumbnail. I was like, she hasn't been on with me since last year, maybe?
Yeah, it's been a while. And I still want to do, this is what I want to do. So make sure you put this on the calendar. I want to host you. So I want to be the host and then you be the creator for Creative Hour soon. Okay?
That has never happened.
Let's do that.
That would be fun.
Wouldn't that be fun? Wouldn't that be amazing? Wouldn't you guys really love that? Let's do that.
So I guess, welcome everybody to Decoupage Queen's Creative Hour. My name is Teri Lightsey, and if you have my Telegram, I said I have a special guest today.
Hi.
Teresa Rene from Teresa Rene Art.
Hi, everybody.
As if you guys, well, see, if there's any other West Coasters on here, you may not have seen her this morning. Because I tell Teresa, I love you to death, but 7 o'clock in the morning.
It's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot. It's okay. It's okay. I see a handful of the ladies who were on with me this morning.
Oh, yes. So, and then also, you guys know, over in the corner where Teresa is, I have put up the little comment box. So our friends from YouTube, our friends from Teresa's page, DQ's page, those are all of you saying hello. So we leave that up just for a little bit, just so you guys can see everybody saying hello to each other. So we have YouTubers saying hello. Hi, Sandy Hinkleman. Hi, Sheila Teagan and Phyllis. So as usual, I'm popping your name up right here on the screen. That's just our way of saying hello to you.
Yes.
And that we see you. Hey, Troy. Sometimes they say hi to me. Unless Troy's here.
I'm not used to having a helper. It's weird for me because I'm always live and nobody reads my comments and nobody's talking to me. So it's a little, so if I seem a little off and, it's because I'm trying to navigate I have someone to talk to. It's so fun.
It's so different when you're trying to do it all.
Right.
Because, and I've gotten a couple comments you never read my comments. Y'all, it's hard.
It's hard. You have to and it's you have to stop what you're doing and scroll up, and sometimes you do and sometimes you don't. I'm in the zone, y'all. So
yeah.
It'll be fun to have someone.
Hi, Tracy. So as usual on Decoupage Queen's Creative Hour, at the end of Creative Hour, Decoupage Queen gives away a goodie bag full of Decoupage Queen rice papers. All you need to do is make sure you're following Teresa Rene Art and make sure you're following Decoupage Queen.
Yay!
Once you have re-verified, I know some of y'all are here every Saturday, and we love and appreciate y'all for doing that and spending your time with us. But before you tell me to put your name on the wheel, make sure you verify. I tell you guys, the easiest way to do that is tap right on our faces, and right down there at the bottom, it'll say following. If it says following, head over to the other page. If it says follow, you already know. For whatever reason, you've been unfollowed, so hit the follow button.
Yeah, it happens. It really does happen. There was somebody who popped up and I was like, I know I follow them, and nope, had to follow.
I had somebody ask me the other day, "Are you blocking me?" And I'm like, "No." Because I have to keep following you almost every day. And I said, well, first of all, if I blocked you, you wouldn't be able to see.
You wouldn't be able to see, yeah.
But no, that is definitely not me. That's the book. And I'm sorry, but that's not me doing that. Yeah.
I know. It's so weird. So strange.
Yeah. So I will get the comments off of the screen. I will turn the screen over to Teresa if you're ready.
I'm ready. Before you go, though, I do want to say something, okay? So, Teri, you're staying with Decoupage Queen, right?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, you guys. Teri's staying, Avetta's staying. The only people who left were my team in Atlanta, the fulfillment team. So it was Sam and Carlana who have left because the shipping center is now moving to New York.
And Nancy, because I had a question about Nancy too, but Nancy has so much family stuff going on,
y'all. She has a lot of family. She was offered, it was put on the table for her to stay, but she had actually been sort of slowing down anyway, and she's decided not to continue. So I just wanted to while you and I are both on, I know there's been people have been, misconstruing some facts, but it is Teri is staying and she's happily continuing, and you will continue to have creative hour. And things are going to continue.
Everything.
Yeah. So the whole point was, the whole point of me stepping away and selling the business was so that things could continue as normal, because they could not have continued as normal with me doing what I was doing. So anyway, it's all positive, all good news. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to turn my camera down.
Okay. And then I'll turn it over to you.
Awesome. All right. We are doing one of these super cute little boxes today. This is one of the handcrafted holiday traditions kits. This is the MDF blank buildable book box with drawer large. And the code is BBOXLG. And I know you can find this with some of our retailers. You can find these on the Decoupage Queen site, and you can also find them on Handcrafted Holiday Traditions site. So we do have those, and I actually built this morning. So this is a little kit that I assembled, and we are going to actually use this little guy, this little flamingo. So we're going to do a little tropical theme today. Which I haven't actually used the tropical themed papers yet, so I'm really excited to use these. All right. Teri, would you hit mute, because there's some background noise or something happening that I'm hearing. I'm not sure.
For me?
Yeah, I think so. I don't think it's on my end. Hearing it's almost sounded like a crunching sound or something. All right, so I am going to cut this out, and I'm going to actually take a pencil, and I think I'm going to trace it out with my pencil first. And do you know what I did, Sue? Sue LePage, are you here? I took my glasses off, and I walked into another room, or I left my glasses on, and I walked into another room. So guess what? Guess what I don't have, Sue LePage? Or is it LePage? How do you pronounce Sue's name? I'm not even sure. All right, so I'm going to I'm going to have to go get those glasses, y'all. So y'all, this is so funny because Sue actually texts me every Saturday morning to remind me to go get my glasses, because I forget, I just come here and I just forget. So she's always been so good about it. All right. So I'm just
she is here, by the way.
She is. Okay. All right. How do you pronounce her last name? Do you know?
You know what? I don't know. From all these years, I don't know.
Well,
I say Lepage, but then I hear LePage, so I don't know.
Is it LePage or LePage, or is it something totally different, Sue? Because I was thinking,
oh my goodness, Anya is here.
Hello, Anya. Nice to see you. All right, I gotta go get my glasses, y'all. I'll be right back. Lepage. Okay.
See, you guys thought that Sue only messaged me to remind me of things. No.
She messages me every Saturday morning because without her messages, I will not have them. All right, so here we go. All right, so this is the frame from the antique frames thing, mold. That's what it's called, right? It's called a mold.
Did you just say thing?
Yes, I did. I'm about to
It's been a long day for her, Ray.
It has, and let me tell you, I'm about to have, I had to go to the grocery store like in between because I'm about to have like the whole junior varsity volleyball team here this evening. I know. So, which is going to be super fun, but it's like, oh wait, the house is a mess. We have stuff to do. So anyway, like, oh gosh. Well, never mind that. We've got crafting to do, so never mind that.
Crafting is more important than
it is totally more important. That is totally more important, especially so. So people have asked me like, what am I going to do with my free time? And I'm just laughing.
What free time?
I'm like, are you kidding me? I never had like. Now I just can concentrate on one thing at a time instead of 20. But I am going to be the volleyball team mom this year. So
stop it.
Yes. Isn't that funny? I know. I've never been like,
I will say when Trevor played baseball, being a
kid is
demanding.
It is. It really is. And I've never been like, I've never been that person. I've never been like the room. I did do room mom 1 year. I did it one year. But anyway, I'm like, okay, I've got 2 girls on the team this year. I guess it's my turn, So I'm actually pretty excited about it. So I'm like, let's have a party at my house. Yes, let's. Sounded like a really good idea at the time,
Right. Well, that's just like this past week. I was telling you I wasn't on all week, and
right.
It sounded like a great idea to get all the appointments done in 1 week, but
right.
By the end of the first appointment, I was like, we have this all week.
Right. You're like,
yeah, no.
Maybe this wasn't such a great idea after all.
No, it was. I told by Friday, which was the doozy of all appointments, which was going to get the oil changed in the car, which you think would be quite simple, ended up being a nightmare. I told Trevor, I said, don't ever do that to me again.
Yeah.
Let's not ever do that again.
Yep. Let's not do that. Yeah. And then like, if you're using time off or whatever to do stuff like that too.
Yeah.
It's like, oh gosh.
Yeah. So then, I'm working at night because I've got to do stuff that needed to be done during the day.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Did you close
still work for Decoupage Queen?
Yes, you do. I love it. I'm so happy. I am so happy about that. Yeah, that is awesome because we need things to continue as normal. Y'all, that was the whole point. I wanted things to continue without a beat. Y'all, they're busy. They are so busy right now. Oh gosh. But I did get to go to New York this week and I got to visit Megan and David and I saw their new setup and everything, kind of helped them get a little bit organized and everything. And that was really, really good. So really
That's
awesome.
really cool though that you were able to see, as it's been turned over and you know what I mean?
Right. Exactly.
Gives you a little peace of mind too of like, okay, this is happening.
Yeah, we had a couple challenges. Okay, so gosh, it's only been like 2 weeks now, but they came to Atlanta to pick everything up. It was David and his son, August. And when they came, So we got like they got like a 26-foot U-Haul truck, which we thought like, of course, that's going to be plenty of big. You probably have some room left over. No problem. Well, we started filling that truck up. It was like, yeah, this is not all going to fit. And not only that, y'all, but these products, the Pentart products in particular, are heavy.
Super heavy.
So heavy. So it's like so heavy. And it's like we probably could have squeezed it all in there, but we were worried about the weight capacity because my husband was reading like the weight limit or something. And
oh, yeah. Yeah. Because, because I used to work, I was the controller for a door company.
Yeah.
And the highway patrol can tell by the tires. So
yes, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, so if those tires are running lower than they should be, they'll pull them over. So they would pull over our 53 footers if they were overweight, and that's how they can tell. Right.
Well, it ended up that they ended up having to get a second truck, and for August.
My goodness.
Thank goodness August was with them because. We sort of encouraged August to drive the second truck, but August is like a young man. He's like 20 something, 23 or something, never driven one of these things in his life. And so he got a really good, valuable experience.
Holy guacamole. I'm sure that was nerve-wracking for him.
I know it was but he was so like, he was just so like, by the time he sort of wrapped his head around it, he was like, okay, I can do this, and then David, I didn't hear from him. Like, so, like it was a 2-day trip. Right. And then end of the second day, I'm like, well, I should have heard something by now. And I didn't hear anything. Actually, it was the next morning. I'm like, okay, are they home or what? So it was the next morning and I'm like, David, like, are you home? What's going on? He's like, I'm not home yet. He's like, I had a little bit of a medical emergency. I'm like, what do you mean?
Oh, is that when he had the kidney stone?
He had gotten a kidney stone. And thank goodness he didn't get it while he was driving.
Yes.
He had gotten it because they stopped like halfway, overnight. And he had gotten it at the hotel. He like woke up at like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning with it. And anyway, it's just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that happened. I can though,
Yeah, because when you had said that he was laying on the hotel floor, I thought, I wonder where that was.
Yeah. Kidney stone.
So David Fuller and Megan Fuller are the new owners of Decoupage Queen. And yes, it is Ellen J. Good's daughter and son-in-law.
Yeah.
You guys, there was a video done, a live done on Wednesday, and if you have any questions, you guys can watch that replay. Teresa and David and Megan explain everything in that video.
Yeah. So we thought, I thought it would be good to come on here today and sort of reassure everybody. And, I think it's in very, very, very good hands. Megan knows what she's doing because she's been doing it for her mom for a long time, and so it's literally right next door. She's still going to be helping her mom and going live with her and stuff, but she's got this going on now too. And David has a background in like process engineering, where he goes into businesses or has helped businesses to kind of streamline their operations and kind of cut waste and stuff like that to improve profitability. So he's just got such a good background, and it's a lot of things that I would have never even thought about. So I can tell you he has already made significant improvements in the way things are being done. it's just not my brain, you know. I was like, I can do the accounting and I can do the creative stuff, but ask me about search engine optimization or I don't know. Like, you know, he asked me questions and I'm like, I never thought of that. So anyway.
Hi, Robin. Good. It's on the Decoupage Queen Facebook and YouTube pages.
Yep, exactly. All right, so I'm just going to fill in some black here because this white is probably going to show a little bit.
Laurel is asking about TH Decor, Teresa.
Yeah, so they bought, so it's part of that too. TH Decor is with them now too. I don't have any businesses anymore at all. So, but TH Decor will continue. And that was the whole point, you guys, is we wanted things to continue.
Yeah.
Without interruption. So that is what went down in a nutshell. I know. Well, Tracy, I mean, it was like, she says she was glad that I was able to get someone to, you know, that I trusted what I started. And I literally just said to him yesterday, I'm like, Teresa, you're taking my baby, you know, it's my baby. All right, I'm going to dry. All right, it fits so cute. And the piece that I put, I decoupaged this, it was just like a piece of mat board, like little white mat board. So I'm going to take some heavy body gel and I'm just going to glue this on. Okay, and then we're going to decoupage the rest of this little thing. We're going to, we're going to keep it kind of simple today. It's more about the paper combinations than anything. Like we're definitely not doing fine line today for sure. Oh, Terry, I don't ever want to see fine line crackle again. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sure I'll see it again, but I need a break from fine line crackle. All right. So we're going to get this on here. All right.
I know. I used fine line so much that even now when I use it, I'm like, gosh, I haven't used this in quite a while.
I know. Well, it was so like for so long, it was kind of like the just go to. And so maybe what'll happen is we'll all take a little breather and then we'll come back and it'll be like new again, you know?
You know what I've quite enjoyed though is
what?
The new crackle, the plaster.
Yes. Oh. So you're right. I think that is why I haven't used that in a while, is because I've been using that plaster like crazy. I used it this morning.
Oh my goodness. I've been really enjoying that.
I love that stuff. It's so delicious, isn't it?
And then it's like, because when we're live and it's just instant gratification.
Yes. And it's not tricky to use. Like you don't have to worry about solvent, whatever.
Right. Elizabeth wants to know, when did you get back home?
I got home Wednesday night. So I was there Monday, Tuesday, and most of Wednesday, and I got home Wednesday night. So, and I didn't get to do any crafting, because their shop is literally, their new centers right next door to Lynn's at L&J Goods. And she was having a workshop going on at the time.
Oh, wow.
I know. It was crazy timing. I didn't get to do any crafting at all, which is, it's okay. But all right, y'all. So I'm going to use. Go ahead. What'd you say?
Sorry. Brenda's saying, I just bought the new Pent Art Wall Decor products. Where can I learn how to use them?
Most of our retailers are using them. I know Lynn's using them. I think Mara's using them. Terry's using them. I used a couple on Saturday morning. So just find a retailer. All right, you guys. So I'm going to use this paper here, which is the Wildcat, and see how well that kind of goes together.
Be perfect.
Yep. I'm going to cut this face off though, and then I'm going to do something else. But I like this little flower down here.
Catherine says, at least it wasn't hazy, hot, and humid when you were there.
It was beautiful when I was there. It was amazing. But it's like this little town, Medina, right? Have you ever been there, Terry?
No, I have. The furthest east. Well, now, I mean, I've been with you.
Been to Atlanta.
So I was just gonna say the furthest east I've gone was Chicago, but now that's a fib.
Yep, it's Atlanta. Yep. So Medina is near Buffalo, New York, and it is like this little small town. It is just delightful. But have you ever seen the Gilmore Girls?
Yes, I love the Gilmore Girls.
It reminds me of like the town from the Gilmore Girls.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
I know when she does like the storefront shots and stuff like that, it does give you that vibe.
It does. It really does. And it's just really cool.
Oh, Nancy Fortin says, I used to live about 15 minutes from Medina.
Really? That's awesome.
Linda Baker says, this is so darn cute.
Thank you. I'm trying to think what I want to do because I'm thinking like maybe I could use this cat. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to we're going to patch this part over here because I want to use this cat on the back.
Oh, Miss Linda Baker, do you live there? She says, Terry, come see me. I'll take you to Medina. Do you live near there, Miss Linda? I know you live in New York. I don't know where, though.
Is it Linda? Oh, yeah. She lives near Niagara Falls is what she was saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And then the other Miss Linda Nowakowski from Glamhouse Creations, she lives 45 minutes from Medina.
Okay. That's awesome.
Sure have missed you this week, Terry. I'll be back, y'all. I'll be back on Monday for sure. I've missed you guys too. You know, I am a homebody, y'all. I would much rather be at home than what I was doing this past week.
I know. I'm such a homebody too. It's hard for me to travel.
I don't. I don't like it.
I know. Yeah. I'm very much a homebody, but this was nice because it was relaxed, like, I mean, there was a lot of work to do, right? But
right.
It was not like, like a typical kind of work trip, if you will.
No, and it was just go too. I mean,
yeah.
Oh goodness, I don't even know how to say that, Miss Catherine. My brother used to live in Tonawanda?
Never heard of that.
Outside of Buffalo? I haven't either. You've been wondering why you couldn't find me, Teresa? Yeah, I took all of last week off. It just so happened that I had appointments every day of the week.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And
Goodness
of course,
gracious.
Yeah, and of course it was all running into, crazy hour, chaos hour. So everybody wanted to make appointments at 11:30, 1:45.
It's hard though, it's hard to find time to get all the stuff done, all the normal stuff. So I got to make all the appointments for the kids, because we do all their annual visits, right? The doctor's visits and stuff. And I got to do all that before school starts because they need their medical forms for sports.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh gosh.
Susan Thayer says, hi, ladies. This is my first time, so I wanted to say hi. Welcome.
Hello. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, thank you for joining us. So this one I designed with enough stuff that it sort of doubles as a background paper, which is awesome. But I am going to put this kitty cat on the back. I think I like him and I want to use him because I like that vibe.
Thanks, Mary Sharkey. Yeah, it just so happened that I was off last week and then the announcement came. But I'm still here, y'all. You can't
Yep.
me. And anyways, you guys wouldn't let me leave and not put Troy. Come on.
Right. No.
Y'all think I'm crazy?
Well, and we didn't script our announcement either. I mean, there's probably some other things we should have said. We just wanted to, it was just like the timing people were starting to talk and the timing was such that we just needed to get that word out. So, we didn't address every single scenario or situation.
Yeah.
All right. So I think what I'm going to do for right now is I'm going to, while that's sort of drying, I'm going to paint the inside of this black. This is the drawer that goes inside. And see how cool it just like slides in there. So,
I every time I see someone make that, I think of Troy because I made it and I was so cute, the blues and he commandeered it to put his cell phone in that little drawer there.
Oh, well, it's perfect size for a little cell phone.
Yeah, it fits perfectly right in there.
Of course. I mean, that was such a good use.
Frickin' Dana's here. Hi, Dana.
Hello, frickin' Dana. How are you? All right, yeah, so we're just going to do the inside of this one black. And then we'll figure out how we want to lay out that other paper, where we want to put our little flamingo.
You guys
so
are
many
awesome.
decisions.
Everybody welcomed Susan. They're all saying welcome to her.
Welcome, Susan. We hope you come back.
Yep,
Terry.
Susan, just in case you didn't know, we are here on Creative Hour every Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern, and we either have a new creative or a retailer, so we'd love to have you back.
Yes, we would. All right. And what else? You can win goodie bags, right,
Yes,
Terry?
yes. So if you make sure that you're following Teresa Rene Art and you make sure you're following Decoupage Queen, you get put on a wheel. And at the end of Creative Hour, we spin the wheel and choose a winner to win a goodie bag full of Decoupage Queen rice papers.
Yay.
She said Dana says she's doing good, sending lots of love.
Awesome.
Hi, Stacy.
Sending it right back to you, Dana.
Dana, every time I see my my little blower, I giggle because I think of you when you were blowing. You sent me the blower. When she was blowing off all her snow, she sent me some funny pictures during the winter.
Oh, she did, huh?
Yeah. I was like, oh my goodness.
Oh, goodness. What's the weather like there in California right now?
Gee.
Hot?
Let's see what it is today. Yes, it's been gnarly. So today, right now, it is 92.
Oh my gosh. Whew.
And then on Wednesday we will be, just a mere 100.
Oh my goodness.
That's all. Just a mere 100.
That's nuts. All right, y'all. I'm gonna dry.
Hello, Miss Edie. Oh, I know, Miss Linda. Miss Linda, I actually found a wallet, and I was like, I need to redo this wallet with winter dreams for Miss Linda Baker. What are you all up to this weekend? Do you guys have any plans? Have you been doing anything? Starting the summer off? Wait a minute. Is tomorrow Father's Day?
Yes.
What the heezy weezy? Are you guys doing anything for Jack?
We're gonna make some steaks for lunch. And he's standing right outside the door. Otherwise, I would tell you what I got him, but
Aw.
I'm not going to.
Of all the times for him to be standing right there.
So I can't tell you what I got him. But all right, so I'm gonna use this cat. I'm gonna use him on the backside because he's so cute. And then I'll have this paper up here that I can patch some of my little holes with.
Oh my gosh, Mary Sharkey says she's hiding in the house this weekend doing projects because it's going to be 110 degrees in Phoenix.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
nuts.
y'all.
110?
Mm-hmm.
Ouch. All right, so this is my super scientific measuring and cutting and folding method. It's like, do you do this too, Teri, or do you like actually measure?
No, I sometimes, but rarely do I measure. And anyways, when I do measure, things don't get in the middle anyway.
Yeah. Well, it's like, I wonder if that's why you don't do as much scrapbooking anymore. Is so you don't have to measure that much.
You know what, though? I will say, doing scrapbooking, I know a half inch, I know a quarter inch, and whatever. But am doing scrapbooking, like I can look at that ruler now, and it's like, oh yeah, that's a 16th. Oh yeah, that's a 32nd. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
And I was never that way, but. Just doing scrapbooking, you gotta, because everything is so precise.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I remember, Mary Sharkey. I lived in Tempe. I went to McClintock High School my freshman year. My stepdad was the avionic technician for America West Airlines, and so America West, their hub was in Phoenix, so we had to move there my freshman year. What a great time to move.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, really? When I'm a freshman, you're gonna do that to me?
Oh, did you graduate there though?
No, I came back.
Okay.
I came back my sophomore year. It was like, no, I can't. I need.
But you came back and you had people you knew?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Dana says, I'm going to my grandson's middle school graduation party. I'm taking some of the worst food I've ever made. Mushy potato salad and overcooked brownies. Maybe they won't notice. Dana!
Aw. Aw. Well, it happens.
It does. But I don't think brownies, is there ever a bad brownie? Unless it's burnt to a crisp. I
would totally eat overcooked brownies.
I would too.
Hi, Jeff.
Hello.
We were just talking about you. Did you hear us?
No.
Oh. All right. So that's super. This is looking this is going to be very, very tropical. I'm so excited.
Yeah. Nikki Hunter, it's only 40 degrees there. So she's in winter now.
All right. All right. Let me dry this side and then we'll start kind of patching and filling. I did a really bad job on this decoupage. Oh my gosh.
Why? What do you mean?
I got I'm like all bubbly.
Oh, you got wrinkles?
Yeah, what the heck? Yeah, goodness gracious. I was like, okay. Like, girl. What in the world?
She's like, Teresa.
I'm like, Dana over here is like, got mushy decoupage, overcooked glue. I guess I've earned the right to mess up my decoupage, right? At this point.
You have. I think so. After all these years, you're allowed. Oh, rub it in, Dana. Dana says we're at a comfy 73 degrees.
I know. I might be new. I think I'm new.
Brenda said she's working on 3 bottles right now, inspired by you.
Like like that Louis the 14th one. Okay, that's better.
Just call it the movement from the leopard, you know? The wrinkles are just him moving through the tropical forest.
Yes. It's like a wave. It's like a wave of bamboo or something.
Exactly. It's just the movement.
Oh my gosh.
Sheila Teagan says you sell the company and forgot everything you knew.
I know. I was like, nope, don't need that anymore. Here we go. Like, I saw these like waves and wrinkles. I was like, what the heck? You know, because you get like, you just don't like, I don't know about you, but I don't even think about it when I'm decoupaging anymore.
No, not anymore. I mean,
yeah.
it is, you know, it goes on. It's like second nature now. Even like what you're doing now. Okay, it doesn't fit. No worries. Just
which is
rice paper. Add something to it.
Right. It's like, I'm not stressed about this at all.
Because I remember when I first started, especially when, you know, first starting out like on design teams and stuff, you're like, oh gosh, the paper doesn't fit. Oh my gosh, I'm going to have to color match and
Right.
Like, all right.
Yeah. Whatever.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Right.
Hi, Nelda from Mississippi.
Hi, Nelda. All right. Well, this might not be as seamless as other papers because of the black.
Yeah.
But that's okay. We don't care.
Nah.
Y'all don't really care about the project anymore. I mean, y'all are like just here to chat anyway, right?
This is Anya. Anya said she sold her knowledge too. No.
I'm never getting invited back. Terry's like, that lady was a hot mess.
Oh my gosh. That's hilarious.
Okay. Look, that kind of goes.
So, y'all, I have to tell you a funny story. So, you know, Decoupage Queen is always doing, you know, great things. We always have great things in store for y'all. And I had to ask Teresa to be a creative for us. And it was just the strangest thing I've ever had. That was just the strangest conversation I've ever had.
I'm like, I have a deadline.
And and then when she agreed to be a creative for for me, then I had to give her a deadline and tell her what I needed. And I was like, God, this is just, I even told her, I said, this is just the strangest message I've ever sent.
I know. It's so fun, right? I'm like, ooh, yay.
Yeah, she's like, it's so fun being on this side of it. And I'm like, yeah, well, it's really strange for me.
Right.
Hi, Sharon. Good morning.
I promise the project I'm working on is really cute. I'm only doing one right now, but I'll keep doing some more. But I promise it's really cute.
Oh, yeah, way, way weird, Sue. Way weird.
I know. Isn't that weird?
Oh, my gosh.
I have deadlines now, y'all. I'm like, oh my gosh.
I'm like, okay, what do you think about this? And she's like, yes. And I'm like, okay, well, I need pictures in 3:4 ratio. I need 9:16 reels.
Yeah, you know, I just ignored that part, right?
I
Like,
know you did.
like, yeah, you'll get what you get. Okay.
Let's not go too far. Now.
Like, don't go too far. You get what you get. Like I said, we'll see if they keep inviting me.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. They sort of feel like they have to right now, but after a while they'll be like, I don't know. She sort of lost it. Her decoupage went downhill.
Sue says, you all be weird to me. Thanks, Sue. Just she better not, Sue. Sue says, just imagine if she used someone else's decoupage.
Girl, you know what? You're gonna laugh.
Don't even.
You're gonna laugh because okay, so like the lavender project that I worked on today?
Yes.
Well, we have some lavender papers, but it wasn't exactly, which are beautiful, by the way, and everyone should buy them.
Yes.
But they weren't exactly what I needed from the next thing that I'm going to do. And then I went and I bought and I don't even have the papers anymore because, I can't just go. So I went to one of my retailers and I bought some AB Studios papers.
I know exactly which ones you're talking about.
And I'm like, maybe I'll use that for my Penta because I can't use it today. Maybe I'll use that for my Pentart Live on Thursday. Isn't that ridiculous?
Oh my gosh. You
So
know
ridiculous.
what? I didn't even think about that, Teresa. That's going to be an adjustment for you.
It's a big adjustment.
Because, you're used to okay, I'll just go down to the warehouse. I'll just grab that at headquarters.
No warehouse. Nope. Can't do it. Nope.
You let me know, Teresa. I'll give you a discount.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm like, I need to start bumming for discounts or something.
I didn't even think about that. Oh my goodness. That's going to be crazy for you.
I know.
Oh my gosh, do you remember that time that I was telling you about Evan coming on when he was like, I wish I could win one of those goodie bags for my mom? And it was like, well, no, she doesn't need it, Evan. She's got the whole
store.
To come on now and start trying to get you goodie bags.
I know. Maybe I can win some goodie bags. No, trust me. I have all the decoupage papers I will ever need in my life.
Oh yeah.
And I think I'm still the plan is right now for me to still do the reveals and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So at least I'll get every new one too.
Right.
Going forward. So I should be set, but it's if I need something for a specific project that I don't have, I got to go dialing for dollars, try to find it. But you know what? Honestly, it felt so neat to be able to support one of my retail, one of the retailers. And
it was actually do it. Yeah. It
was actually kind of cool.
Sue says, Teresa, you might try to become Teri's affiliate.
I know. Can I have an affiliate link? No, I'm not going to do that.
Oh my goodness.
Everybody knows where to find this stuff, right?
Yeah.
David did say he would hook me up. I knew. Like, you better.
Yeah, we needed to talk about that. We needed some like writing in the contract about that.
I know. I didn't put anything in that, you know.
Indefinite supply of
I know. I should have been a little more demanding there. Or like, just send it to me.
Hi, Betty.
He's like, whatever you need, as long as you don't go work for someone else. I'm like, I would never.
Oh my gosh.
Really? Could you imagine?
That would be so. Oh, no.
Never, never, never. I got things to paint.
Right. Right.
I don't have time to work for anybody. All right, so we're just gonna cut this out. There was a little, y'all, there's a little middle piece here. My box was open, so I think the little piece here in the middle fell out, but I'm just gonna paint it like, and you're never gonna be able to tell the difference. So I'm gonna paint this black right here. And I'm gonna cover this part up. I'm gonna decoupage that. And then I think I'm gonna do, black, just black on the sides here. Because I don't want to get too, like, I got a lot of paper happening on both sides. So I think I'm going to stop there and then paint the sides black. Maybe. We'll see.
Maybe.
Who knows? We'll see. Undetermined.
Thank you, Dale. Hi, Dale.
Hi, Dale.
Teresa is.
Who's what?
Who's going to design for them?
Oh, me.
Teresa.
Yeah, so I get to keep the part that I really love, which is amazing.
Y'all really need to go watch the video on Wednesday.
Yes.
It's a short video, but it'll answer any questions that you guys have.
Yep. Yeah, and there's not, that's what we try to keep everything. We try to change as little as possible.
And it really truly is. There's not, there wasn't any big, hot off the press news of, anything crazy happening. Nothing crazy happened.
Nope. It was just kind of need to know,
yeah. Teresa gets to do what she loves, which is the designing and, more of her originals that she shares on her page of the oil paintings and stuff. And, if y'all have ever had a small business, it's a lot, y'all.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. And I am not nearly on the scale that Teresa was in. It's a lot. It's a lot.
It's a lot. It is a lot.
It's something that's constantly happening, and you don't ever get to take a break from it. And she's got, she's still got littles. They're not tiny, but they're at, there's still a lot of things that are going to be happening in their lives that she can now enjoy and not have to worry about.
And the other thing, what else is kind of cool? Like, I can go on vacation now.
And not be thinking of work and email.
Yes.
And that's the thing, right? Is like, even when you're on vacation, it's like, oh God, when I come back, my email is going to be so full.
Right. Exactly. And then there's other stuff too that is sort of unintended, but happening. Like, for example, not being glued to my phone 24/7.
Mm-hmm. Because the thing that, with us, we have people that we work with all over the world. Y'all know that I work closely with Yvetta, and she's 8 hours ahead of me.
Right.
So we work when we can work. So if that means that, I'm working at night, so it's her morning or vice versa, you know what I mean? And we've got creatives all over there. So that same thing with Teresa. So if you have stuff that needs to get answered and it's past the 8 to 5, that's too bad. It needs to get done.
Yep. Exactly. Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Yvetta is still here.
Yep, she sure is.
That was my biggest question was what is your next adventure? Oh, okay. I think Valerie is saying what she has a question for you is what's your next adventure, and that she's still glad that you're involved in the part you enjoy.
Yes.
I don't know, Teresa, what is your next adventure? What is the one thing like you're like, you know what? This is what we're going to do. I'm going to do this. Well, besides becoming a teen mom.
Teen mom. I want to travel more with my husband. He's right here.
How cool.
We're going to New York City in July. So stuff like that, like just being able to kind of pick up and go do stuff and, like not have to think about the timing or whatever.
Oh my gosh, Sharon. Sharon says, I understand about small business. It took me about 35 years to be able to take a proper break. Ugh. You know what I'm excited about, y'all? We all love Decoupage Queen designs. But can you imagine what Teresa's going to be able to do now that she just gets to sit and design and play? I'm excited to see what she comes up with now.
I couldn't hear you over the dryer. Sorry.
Oh, no, I was telling everybody, I said, you know what I'm excited for is we all love the Decoupage Queen designs, but now that you're just like free and can create, I'm excited to see what you have in store for us.
I know. I'm excited about that too.
Me too.
Jeff said he was excited too. Did you hear him?
Yes.
Me too.
Me too.
Me too. All right. I'm excited about that. I'm excited about painting. Mm-hmm. I've been doing some still lifes and like putting some still lifes together in my head.
Her hubby sounds happy too, I bet.
He's so happy. Oh my gosh. You have no idea how happy he is. Look at this. I'm so messy, y'all. I'm like Shannon from Pickin' Boots.
No.
Nobody's like her.
No. She dives in it practically.
I know.
Do you know she's in Alaska celebrating her 30th wedding anniversary?
Really? I did not know that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I didn't know that either until I was trying to contact her this week.
Yeah, you're like,
She sent me a beautiful picture, and I was like, oh, where are you? And she goes, I'm in Alaska celebrating 30th anniversary. I was like, oh my gosh.
Wow.
So that's a no?
Right. Yeah, that would be a no. Can't help you.
Oh, Laurel says, do you think you will do oil painting classes?
I don't think so. If I do, it would be like what I was thinking I could do maybe is like some very basic paint along, like one painting at a time, but nothing like rigid or structured really,
yeah.
Or even it would be like one painting one class at a time when I feel like doing it.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
Anya said, good for you making such a brave decision giving up your baby.
Yep. Yeah, well, it was hard, It's hard,
Mhm.
but I know it's in good hands. So I feel good. I'm good.
Yeah.
You know? All right. So yeah, so I think the more I look at this, we're just going to paint these sides black here.
Mhm.
Let me get a little piece of sandpaper. I gotta find some sandpaper now. I don't know where my sandpaper is. I don't know where it's at. Let's see.
A paint along would be perfect, Laurel said.
Yeah. Yeah, something like that. It was funny though, because I was asking the ladies last week on my regular Saturday live if they would be interested. And they all said, nope.
Really?
Yeah, you know why? Because they're like, we do not need another hobby.
Oh, to buy more stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, please do not take us down that road. It was so funny. They're like, nope. They're like, love ya, but no. Please don't do that to us. So I was like, okay, yeah, I get that, you know. All right, so what we're gonna do, I mean, that is really not, this does not look good here at all. So I'm gonna just try to kind of fan this and blend it a little bit with this black.
Was it the feathered edge, you mean?
Yeah, it like
Yeah.
sort of, it didn't fit right there because it's like it gets white right here, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the only time that it's hard to blend when you're going on dark.
So I'm just trying to kind of, that looks better.
Sue says, I sure as heck said no.
She was like, do not take us down this road. Like, you are crazy, lady. Like, we have already been down all the roads we need to go down with you. I'm like, okay, I hear you. But I will say, no, I better not say. I better not say. I was about to spill some beans that are not mine to spill. So, sorry. So sorry to do that to y'all. I know that's, but I have a big mouth. Terry knows I have a big mouth.
You guys, oh my God. You guys. Don't tell Teresa anything that, if it's like an exciting present or something for somebody.
Yes.
It's like, don't tell her, because she gets so excited that she can't hold it in.
I can't hold it in. I can't. It's like so exciting. Everyone needs to know this information.
Anytime she show, because you know she's working, so, you know, whenever you know, something she's creating, she's not creating for, you know, that season, right? So she's not creating summer and summer. She's creating Christmas and summer.
Yeah.
So she has all this built up secrecy for months.
Months.
So by the time we get to where it's almost time, she is ready to pop.
I can't, I just like, you can't expect me to, because it's such old news for me now at this point, you know? I was like, you just can't expect me to keep this quiet any longer.
No. And it would be like, Teresa, no. Teresa. But no.
It's time.
No.
Everyone needs, it's time to share. Right?
Oh, she doesn't, Tina. She doesn't. She says, how do you keep quiet for the releases? She doesn't.
They lock me in a room somewhere and they don't let me come live. They monitor my Facebook.
Anytime she's live, I'm like, okay, hold on. Am I gonna need to go backstage and mute her, or?
Yes. Yep. And I'll forget, you know, like there might be a painting in the background of something that no one's supposed to see, and I'll forget to hide it. Or sometimes I might just leave it on there on purpose and just kind of snicker to myself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What? It was an accident.
Uh-huh. What were you doing? There was one time you were doing something and you were like, I really want to use this paper. It's the one I want to use. It matches. What was it?
I don't remember, but yes, there have been many times.
What were those little boxes? The book nooks.
Yes.
We were doing a book nook.
Yes, and the
really
nighttime paper.
Oh my goodness, y'all. She was like, if I use it, they're not going to know it's. I was like, really, Teresa?
Yeah.
They're not going to know it's the new release.
I know, but they would have. And it would have spoiled the surprise.
It happened. Anya just says, OMG. Just discovered I was not following Teresa.
What?
Anya Vanderform.
Are you kidding me?
See? I tell you, it's ridiculous.
That is ridiculous, Anya. All right. But we have rectified that situation, right?
Right. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
All right. I think that looks pretty good. I got a little bit of black to paint here on the edges. I'm going to have to seal because like some of my decoupage edges are a little rough, y'all. So I'm going to have to come back and seal that again. I'll do that another day.
Roxanne says she's the same way. I have to wait until days before Christmas. If I buy them early, I give them after a couple of weeks.
Yes. All right, y'all. I'm going to dry so I can't hear, but y'all keep chatting.
It is, Betty. It's super difficult because she even will share, when you see it, it's hard. So when she did, was it the crow? When the October with the crow, I remember I was doing a project and someone was like, it would be perfect if you had like a crow or something. I'm like, yeah, it sure would be perfect. As I have the mold sitting right here.
Right there.
That sure would be perfect if I had that.
Wouldn't that be great? And it's funny because it's like, I don't know, but like when I'm designing papers, that's where my mind is. So I tend to gravitate towards projects where that would fit that, you know. It's like I'm trying to map out projects to go with the papers I just designed, but then it's frustrating because I can't use them.
Right. Oh, Cheryl said I had to go refollow Teresa. Y'all, that's why I know you guys, some of you think, oh gosh, Terry, you're a broken record. But that's why I say it every Saturday, because it's ridiculous. It's not because you guys are intentionally doing it, but unfortunately, for whatever reason, the book has its moods. And, and I will tell you all, you should always check whatever creative you're watching. Just tap on the screen because you might have refollowed today, and for whatever reason, next week it can do it to you again. I literally had somebody message me day before yesterday saying that they have to follow me almost every other day, and if I was doing it on purpose. And I'm like, yeah, no, that is definitely not me. Oh, yes, Miss Donna. Absolutely. She would love it. If there's a bigger flamingo, too, the one that Teresa painted. Thank you, Teresa Terry. It's not just updates. It's all the time. It's constantly. I see people that have been following me since the beginning will drop off and refollow me. It's just, there's no rhyme or reason. It's really, that's why I say, just the easiest way is just to recheck. I agree, Helen. I have to refollow one crafter every day. Yeah, Phyllis. I don't know. It doesn't make sense.
Okay. All right. I'm about to wrap this up here, y'all. I got these drawers are not sticking very well, so I'm going to take a little bit of clear wax to the sides, which will help them glide a little bit better because I painted them, you know. So I just have some transparent wax here. I could use the black antique paste as well, but that'll just kind of help it move a little bit better in and out of that drawer. And then I'll do the same thing to the other side. And then I'm gonna finish this and paint that backside and underneath and all that good stuff as well. And I'm going to take a little bit of gold wax and finish this guy off here. All right.
Gorgeous looking book box, says Sue.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, and I always do that too with because paint is it's like a seal. It's
right.
Sealed
like
shut.
Yeah, it just doesn't want to do. All right, and then I got my little flamingo here. He's going to go like right there, and I'm going to put a little gold wax on this guy. And then I'm going to put a little gold wax around the edges and stuff too. So here's my little gold. I love this mold so much, you guys.
I do too. That one, I love the shape of that one.
Me too. It looks like a vintage mirror.
It does.
All right. Yeah, my hand. Look at my hands. Should take a picture of them and send it to Shannon.
Leslie says, I admire all of you that can create on a timer. I could never do that.
Well, I have struggled with that in the past, and I am over my time limit here, but that's all right. Y'all don't care. Like I said, we're just here to chat anyway, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I hope you invite me back, Terry.
I will.
All right. I don't want to cover up my flower. I guess I'm gonna have to cover up the flower. I guess he's gonna go right there. But the butterfly is more important than the flower, I think. All right, so then I'm just going to take this gold wax and we're just going to kind of come around the edges with the gold wax.
Sophia says, just joining now. What kind of mold is that?
This is the, what's it called, Terry? Antique frames?
Decoupage Queen.
Antique frames.
Antique frames.
Yes, that's it.
Leslie says, we don't mind more time with you at all.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Phyllis says, I love flamingos. This is beautiful.
Thank you.
Cheryl says, it's beautiful. Anya says, you become better at working with a timeline every time you do it.
Oh, I don't know. I think I get worse.
I was like, whoa.
I think I get worse. I'm like,
is that the way it's supposed to go?
You know what happens is like, I feel like I'm entitled to more time. Like, yeah, well. The time limit's for everyone else, not me.
Right? I've told everybody, like, I would be able to craft in an hour, no problem. Now, I get stressed anytime I do an event.
I know. Well, most of my projects they span 2 to 3 sessions, on my page. So, but I did pick something that I felt like I could do in a reasonable amount of time. These book boxes are always like, I keep a bunch of these just for stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
For events and whatever that I may need to use them for.
It's
But
a
anyway,
Decoupage Queen mold, Sophia. The mold is by Decoupage Queen, and it's
it is,
called
yes.
Antique Frames.
Antique frames, yes. And then if you ever put a little too much wax on, you can just take a little transparent and clean it up. Okay, you guys, so I think this is what I have today. I think we're going to stop here. So we got our little cheetah guy. I have a little more work to do with some of my paint work back here, but just a little fun little tropical box today, you guys.
Are you coming back?
Yeah, I'll come back. All right. But you know what? Hold on one second. When next time we do this, Teri, it's going to be the other way around, okay? So promise me.
Oh, you're going to host me?
Yes.
And then I have to go in an hour?
Yes.
I don't do anything in that time.
You can do it. You know what? Here's what. You do half of it on Creative Hour, and then you tell people if they want to see the rest of it, they got to come to your channel. I've done that before on Pentart.
Tila. See, that got me all flustered. Sheila Tegan says, Terry, you'd have to come on 3 Saturdays in a row to finish. Thanks. Thanks for the vote of confidence.
Yes.
All righty, everybody. Let's do a little shuffle. And good luck. Cheryl, congratulations, Cheryl.
Congrats.
I never know how to say your last name. So if it's Mish or Mesh, I don't know. But Cheryl, that's you. Congratulations. Cheryl, please take a look at this screen. I know you know, but just in case, please email Teri, Teri1R @decoupagequeen.com and send me your address, and I'll send you a Decoupage Queen goodie bag. Congratulations. Yay.
Congrats. Woo-hoo.
Congratulations.
So fun.
Well,
thank you for having me.
Thank you so very much. And we'll have you back. Promise.
Okay. All right. Awesome.
All right, everybody. Thank you. Hope you have a great rest of your weekend. Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day. Bye, everybody.
Bye.